We are a carbon atom. You can see here, we are in the form of fossil fuels. The fossil fuels are then released into the atmosphere because of humans burning these fuels. 5,000 megatons of carbon, equivalent to 1 million tons of TNT, are released into the atmosphere each year. The carbon atoms released into the atmosphere combine with 2 other oxygen atoms in the atmosphere, which creates a gas called carbon dioxide. Through the process of photosynthesis, the bamboo tree takes in carbon dioxide and water molecules as the reactants to the equation of photosynthesis. Once absorbed by the bamboo, the CO2 and water molecules break apart and reassemble into glucose and 6 oxygen molecules. These molecules are the products of the equation of photosynthesis. The red panda, living in a temperate forest, comes along and eats the bamboo leaves from the bamboo stalk, with energy in the form of chemical potential energy stuck in glucose. As the red panda digests the bamboo leaves, it starts the process of cellular respiration. The red panda takes in oxygen that makes a small explosion with the glucose. The glucose and oxygen then break down into ATP energy, 6 carbon dioxide, and 6 water molecules. The red panda breathes out CO2, which floats back up into the atmosphere. As the red panda dies, the decomposers break down the corpse into fossil fuels to start the carbon cycle all over again. These fossil fuels, then, are used again in the use of combustion to fuel cars. Once these fossil fuels are burned, they rise back up into the atmosphere, then combine once again into carbon dioxide. Once they are in the atmosphere, they travel to another part of the world, in the Alpine Mountains, where sunlight energy hits the alpine tree and goes through the process of photosynthesis. Then comes along a Rocky Mountain goat to eat the twigs and leaves from the alpine trees. As the Rocky Mountain goat breaks down the molecules of glucose and 6 oxygen molecules, this creates another mini explosion and cellular respiration occurs once again. This leads to the molecules reforming into 6 carbon dioxide, 6 water molecules, and ATP energy. The ATP energy is stored in the Rocky Mountain goat's body, which saves that energy for later in the energy pyramid levels. The Rocky Mountain goat breathes out carbon dioxide, which again heads up into the atmosphere to continue another line of the carbon cycle. When the alpine tree and the Rocky Mountain goat die, their corpses are decomposed, turning them into fossil fuels once again. This restarts the carbon cycle. The carbon cycle will repeat over and over and over, stretching across our world